So beer number 2, guys.
Shit, yeah.
Número dos.
Summertime by Goose Island
Summertime.
as out of Chicago, and we actually drank that while we were in Chicago.
We did.
No, we drank Goose Island.
Yes, we did.
We have had Goose
Also,
Island.
apparently, they're out of Baldwinville, New York.
All right.
And this is a 5% alcohol.
Hell yeah.
And I don't think this can art's really cool in summertime. I bought this when I was over at my brother's house, and my nephews wanted me to share it with them because it looks very childlike.
It does.
The can looks very colorful, and they're like, ooh, share. And I was like, nope, this is adult stuff.
So the can art is a lot of color scheme wise. You got a little bit of white, pinks, blues, and greens.
Kind of looks like cotton candy.
So
colored.
it's right. It looks like I thought it was going to be cotton candy at first, but what it is, it's a blue sky looking background, and then it's got like a sea foam greenish aqua and a pink, and so those two colors are on like this dilapidated looking lawn chair, and then there's like an old 80s style boombox right beside it that's got those color scheme too. It's really fucking cool.
The last time
nostalgic, bitches.
The last time I actively remember Goose Island, and I'm sure we've had some since, but was when we went to Riot Fest last year in Chicago.
Yeah, I was gonna say I remember that too. I thought it sounded familiar.
And they made the Goose Island made the Riot Fest sucks beer, as it were.
That's right.
Goose Island, if I remember correctly, is owned by Anheuser-Busch also.
So this one has it's yellow, but darker yellow, so it's dehydrated pea. It's got some good ass head.
Ron's getting all the head today.
Thank God.
Puss.
Do you want some head, dear? Give yourself some head. You just got to be more flexible.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Missy.
Yeah.
Here, I can give you a little.
Yay. So
There's something.
lately I've been hanging out with Logan, been making him exercise with me. I was telling you guys that. But anyway, what was I doing with him today? Oh, he comes up with all these scenarios in his head, and I'm like, God, he sounds like me. And furthermore, I'm like, the more and more I think about it, I'm like, he's going to have to be our first child guest that's just going to be drinking water or just taking a sip of my beer on the side, being like, oh, I hate beer.
So this has an actual scent to it.
It does, but hold on. So his scenario was, he's like, man, you know how like people are jerks and they crap in a urinal? He's like, it'd be really funny if you just like picked up a turd and stabbed it into the urinal so it would stick out of the urinal, and you tilted it up a bit, and you put googly eyes and fake mouth on it, and like he just comes up with these stupid scenarios. I'm
Mr.
like,
Hanky, the Christmas
like,
boo, he
well,
loves me and I love
like
you.
we come up with these stupid ass scenarios. I was like, why can't he just be like a fucking kick ass guest? And I'd be like, hey, you're gonna be a guest on our podcast. He'd be like, yeah, and I'd be like, you're gonna have to try a sip of my beer.
We'll only drink non-alcoholic beer.
That'd be fucking funny. Our non-alcoholic, our NA day.
Yeah.
Be like there has to be
duels.
like an NA, like you know how they have just random days. I'm sure there is an
Dude,
NA
Walmart
day
has a whole section of like NA freaking alcoholic main beers.
I would invite him to be the guest on our day, but it's gonna be really great because I think our pre-drink should be whiskey. So it could just be really fucking trash and be funny.
That's a good idea.
And then like, he doesn't get any whiskey.
He just gets to make fun of us for being stupid.
Yeah, absolutely. And then like we're just all drinking NA beers.
Wait,
on the way
how old
home.
is he now?
He's 15, almost
So
16.
he's old enough to get his permit.
He is,
Yeah,
actually.
So,
And
like he could drive. You.
yeah, he could.
You're a man now, son.
That's
It's
right.
time to watch your mom and I get drunk and then drive her home and make fun of us.
This is a little stronger than the last beer.
It tastes almost similar, but a little bit stronger. A little bit stronger on the heart.
I think
Hops,
it tastes
less sweet.
less sweet, but a little spicier.
Little more bitter.
I
It
think
said it
it's
was
really
was
good.
was a Kolsch or whatever.
Yeah.
It kind of just reminds me of like a pretzel beer that I've had.
Kind of.
And I bet the pretzel beer might have been a Kolsch. It just gives me that feel, like that kind of wheat in it.
So definitely a stronger flavor, still flavored beer. This one I feel would go better with like a good solid steak, mashed potatoes.
Ooh, it would.
Yeah.
That's what this
Brussels
one would go with.
sprouts.
something like a steakhouse kind of a thing, that's what this one would go good with.
Steak, Brussels sprouts, and mashed potatoes.
Brussels sprouts with some bacon and cheddar.
Ooh.
Where Country Boy was just, just sip on it to be drinking.
Right.
This is
That
one
would
where I
go-
feel like it's drinking with a purpose to be paired.
I don't know. See, I think that Country Boy would go good with like a burger or something.
Yeah,
Okay,
it
I could
would.
see that.
Or like hot dogs maybe.
Yeah.
Hot grilling out weekend
Probably
kind of
would
a
have
thing.
went well with the brats earlier.
Yeah,
How-
it would.
Definitely.
cheese brats.
Mm-hmm.
So since I brought my nephews up earlier, I'm gonna say that they're 3 and 5, and they are apparently obsessed with Wayne's World. And it's
Party
fucking
time.
amazing.
It's
Excellent.
fucking awesome.
So apparently, like the 3-year-old now, he goes, "If you got to spew into this," and he says it like that, and it's like the fucking cutest.
That's fucking
And they
funny.
also say "shwing," and Jamie's like, "I'm such a bad mom." I'm like, "No, you're a fucking amazing mom.
That's awesome. When my kids were that age, they were obsessed with dodgeball
You
and
dodge a wrench, you
Blades
can
of
dodge a ball.
Glory and shit. We watched Anchorman a lot, but I don't think they were really obsessed with that. They liked Blades of Glory, and they liked dodgeball, and Jake would run around saying that Chaz Michael was his best friend. And that was was that the
I need to watch Dodgeball
Blades? That was the
again.
Blades of Glory guy. That was like the main character, one of them.
I definitely
and I
need to
would
watch
laugh.
Dodgeball again. It's been too many years since I've watched that.
If you can dodge a
Yeah,
wrench,
it's
you
been a
can dodge a
while.
ball.
I like the pirate in it.
Yes.
Yeah. So they also headbang to Bohemian Rhapsody.
That's
now,
awesome.
too.
Who doesn't? I mean,
Right.
really.
Well, I mean, they're like little kids though, and now they headbang, and it's fucking
They
awesome.
know to do it.
And they have the whole fucking movie memorized. And we were sitting there, and the part where like the plane flies over them, we all went, "Ah!"
That's fucking funny.
That is
That's awesome.
amazing.
But if you got to spew into this.
I remember when we used to get those weird ass fucking like the peanuts and the raisins and all that. I forget what it's called. Trail mix. We'd get trail mix in class or at school in our lunch, but they'd serve us in a Dixie cups. So I would take my Dixie cup and then I would like crumple it up and put it in my pocket, and I would do that. And I swear one day, like
I
when
remember that, like you just unlocked a fucking
Dude.
memory.
there was one day where we had them, and I ran around that whole cafeteria, and me and Courtney Beckner were asking people if we could have their spew cups, and they're like, no, and I'm like, I don't want the fucking food in it. It's like, I want the fucking cup. And she had like 100 of them, like just like a shit ton of them, and they were in her locker for the rest of the year. Served absolutely no purpose, just took up space.
And made you laugh.
Yeah, every time I would see it, she had like just a fucking mound of these stupid cups in her locker. All these spew cups.
Yeah, I remember that.
Can I have your spew cup? I swear if I see anybody in public with a Dixie cup, I'm just going to ask them, can I have your spew cup? And I'm just going to get the most puzzled look from them, and I'm going to be like, I'm not going to tell them what their spew cup is. They're going to have to fucking prove their worth by knowing what it is. And if they don't, they're not friend quality. So I'm going to be like, get the fuck out of here.
And then suddenly they're like, if you could spew into this. If someone actually
You have to say
said
it
that to
spew
you,
now, though.
Yeah.
if someone actually
spew.
said, what if someone actually said that to you? What would you do?
If they had,
If you're like, I want your spew, I want your cup.
like if I said,
I want your spew cup.
and then they said, if you're going to spew into this.
Yeah. Would
I would
you
be
just?
so excited. I'd be jumping around and I'd be like, yeah, right. You're fucking awesome, dude.
Party time, man.
And then
Party time. Excellent.
I would probably be, see, I would like overreact about it, but it wouldn't, to me, it wouldn't be an overreaction. But I'd be jumping around, excited, shut your face. And then I would be like, I'd be like, swing, yada, yada, yada. And then I would be hugging him and shit. And I'd be hugging a total ass. Dude, exactly.
So I'm just thinking
So
of like,
fucking cool.
just for those that are listening, if you're gonna go stalking Missy at any time, it just bring one of those with you, and bring a Dixie cup, and just be like, if you're gonna spew into this, and just watch her lose her shit, because that would be amazing. And then I'm thinking about like, did we just become best friends? We're best friends. Different movie, but still.
New besties all the time. If you guys had spew cups and you knew
Completely
exactly
butchered
what
that
I was
wrong.
talking about.
Did we just become best friends? Yep.
Yep.
That's right.
Yep.
Besides that, I'm really boring.
What, you're
week.
really boring?
Yeah. I did a lot of sleeping this week and napping.
Aww.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Been doing a lot of exercising and then not sleeping because,
I need to
that's
do
how
that.
fucking weird I am.
I've been doing a lot of I've done a
Huge
lot of losing.
fat ass.
I've been doing a lot of losing my mind, but I'm not going to discuss
I
that.
thought you were
going to
say losing weight, and I'm gonna be like, nah, you're not been losing weight. But yes.
Actually, I've been skipping meals and shit, forcibly trying to skip meals for a few days now.
That helps. It really does help.
You guys are gonna like encourage me now because I'm back to like I want to eat all the food.
I do not want to eat hardly anything, and I feel really fucking good about it. And it's like, it's not like, oh, I feel so good about who I am. It's just like no brain fog. Because I've been eating healthier, and I'm not eating like garbage food, and like I'm not super fucking hungry, craving shit all fucking day, all the time. I'm just like, oh, I have plenty of energy. I'm gonna get up and do this.
Well, like my day,
I don't feel like I've felt this good since like my early 20s. Yeah.
My day of drinking
I'm still
too
fat,
much.
so like if I'm not fat, I'll probably feel even better.
My day of drinking too much coffee was awesome yesterday until I hit that. Got home from work and suddenly just crashed and felt like I time traveled for like 2 or 3 hours. That was not cool, but I still got up and was productive and got a bunch of shit done. But yeah, somebody's got to like continue to try to eat less and be more productive. Is it gonna happen? Who knows? It might. I might get so hot and sexy, you ladies be like, "Ooh, Ron, you're so hot. What happened?" I'll be like, "I stopped eating."
Doubtful.
And then they'll be like, "Ooh." They'll be like, "Ooh, Ron, you've
I'm
not
not
been
doubting
eating."
him getting skinny. I'm doubting the rest of it.
They'll be like,
really
"Ooh,
funny
Ron,
'cause
you
I
got
took a
so
second
skinny
to
from
kick
not
it.
eating." They're like, "Can we tempt you with something else to eat?"
Ew! Fucking dude, gross.
And then that's how I got kicked out of misBEERhavior.
That's right. That's how.
You're out.
That's right.
We're getting another girl.
Right. I was gonna say.
And then
we're
she's gonna be like,
auditioning.
and then the Ron will be like, the female Ron replace will be like, "Ooh, I got something you can
Ron will
eat."
just keep coming in and drag and trying to like interview.
They'll have.
God damn it.
Well,
We know it's you.
I was getting ready to say we should just have a trans.
And he's like, I identify as a woman now.
They'll have
It's not
misBEERhavior.
Ron anymore.
They'll have misBEERhavior Ron replacements, and I'll come in and drag them like, "My name is Rhonda.
right. I was.
I
gonna-
won't shave my beard or anything, but I'll put on some like killer eye makeup."
Sweet.
That's great.
God damn it, Ron. We'll
Just
have to
making
keep kicking
gross
him out.
fantasies and shit for us. It's not even a fantasy if it's still. Well, I mean, I guess if it's gross and you like gross things. But
Look, if you
I'm
get
not
off-
turned on by gross things. So stop trying to infiltrate me with your fucking
She's sitting here
sexual
thinking about
fantasies.
She's sitting here thinking about being turned on by gross things. She's like, "Well, Ron's a little hot. I mean, he's really gross, but he's a little
Jesus,
hot."
No, dude, no. What the fuck is wrong with you? God.
He needs to
Well,
get
my
laid.
first mistake was being born. It's all gone downhill since then.
That's
Yeah,
all right.
I feel that.
Yeah, that's cool. It's cool. Hell yeah.
So I was going to say before Ron started talking, like you were saying that you have like zero brain fog. And that's how I felt when I stopped eating sugar and shit last year.
I don't eat sugar.
I know.
That's the biggest fucking thing.
I like replace sugar with fruit and it like makes a huge difference.
I've not even really been eating fruit. I just eat some grapefruit and every once in a while, like just a little something else.
Like frozen grapes taste like candy. So like I would just eat frozen grapes
Hell
or something
yeah.
like that.
In that same breath, along those same lines, seriously though, I've stopped filling up my candy bucket at work. People are noticing, but the same breath, there's not like an infinite supply of fun-sized Snickers and shit
Right.
sitting there.
Yeah, you put the good shit in there.
Oh, I do. It's how I kiss people's ass at work. It's like, "Oh, your computer's broken. You're pissed off. Here, have some candy." But since it's not there, like, within, 6 feet of me, I don't have as much of an inclination to go, "Oh, look." Because now I have to walk across the building to the snack machine and actually get something and pay money.
And
It's
now
like,
that candy doesn't work anymore, he has to eat their ass.
I really like this. I was just gonna say you should just try to, instead of having the candy in there, you should have some donations in there, and then have people make donations. But I like the whole ass
They have
eating
like a
bit.
grab bag thing. And they have to like pick it, like paper or whatever, and it's like, "Oh, eat your ass," or like, "I'll let you peg me."
Dude, that would be so fucking funny if you just had a bunch of folded up piece of papers and you're like, some of them would be like really nice and sweet, like,
I'll pet your head.
compliments or just, motivational things and inspirational quotes.
Yeah.
And then some of them would be like the fucking like, wah, wah.
Some would be like-
"Oh, you get to lick my balls." Like,
someone be like, "Jesus loves you. Remember, always, pray to God. And then I'm going to eat your asshole.
And then, like, that would be the rules.
I'm
like,
your new toilet
paper.
paper.
Have rules at the bottom of your thing. Like, these are the rules. Be like, you know.
How I got fired in 3 seconds.
Be like, this basket is filled with inspirational quotes, motivational quotes, kind compliments, and vulgar sex acts. Please choose at your own risk. And they'd be like, let's see what I'm going to get today. Like, fuck my eye socket. God damn it.
I think you can't get fired if you warn them.
Yeah, I think so. You have to tell them what's in it.
You talk to HR and your HR at your work, and you see how that works.
All right, I'll do it. I'll ask
Be like,
them.
can I put out I feel like I should just leave one of those and dispatch at my work. Like a jar full of fold up pieces of paper and just leave it and not say anything. And people be like, what's this? Be like, I don't know. And I'll pick one out and read it. Be like,
pick one on it.
Yeah.
I'm feeling like
I'll pick one out and I'll read it. And hopefully I'll get one of the good ones. Like, you know, and it'll be like really nice and sweet. I'll be like, oh, these are so awesome, guys. And then they would be tempted to like pick one out and somebody was like, you're a fat piece of shit.
Your balls look shiny today.
I'm feeling like we're going to do like mini Bible verses and then descriptions of really disgusting sex acts from like freaking Urban Dictionary.
That would be fucking hilarious. Like, oh my God. Like the, is it
Corinthians
called
2016 or something.
I don't know what that.
I have no idea. I don't know my Bible verses. We'll go.
I have no idea. I don't know my Bible verses, but I do know my Urban Dictionary sex acts.
So John 3:16, blah, 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 or the definition for felching.
I like that. That's a good idea.
I think it's a great
Do you like
idea.
felching or the John 3:16?
This is.
I will help you write stuff down.
Like, and if I don't, like, I could totally do that. Be so fucking funny. Like, I wouldn't even get in trouble. I know I wouldn't. They'd all probably automatically know it's Missy. Missy! I'm like, what? I'm like, I only work 2 days a week. It's not me.
It just happens on the day that you work.
Right, exactly. Like, I would have to sneak in one of the days and just
couldn't have been me talking about felching.
Do it.
Surely.
Do it covertly. And then, like, I feel like you should do like a social experiment on the sidewalk, you know, like
just felching people on the sidewalk.
Oh no, not really. That'd be funny too. I'm gonna
social
felch you on camera, guys.
What?
Like,
what?
Truth or dare, and then like you have a truth jar and a dare jar, and then like if they pick the dare, it's like you have to eat my ass.
By the way,
for today, apparently.
you have to eat my ass. By the way,
I can think of. I have no creativity.
You have to eat my ass.
How
by
long
the way,
has it been,
I haven't
Ariana?
had toilet paper in 3 days.
I'm really concerned about your.
It's been a minute.
Do we need to buy Ariana a prostitute? Are we gonna pitch in and get somebody to eat her ass?
The nipple tweaking prostitute.
I will.
You're talking about.
Do you want her to eat your ass too?
Why not?
So I think what we need, Missy, is we
she
need
like the skanky toothless one?
Yes,
that
absolutely.
we can either do
like
that
she's got
or
a little, like she's like her hair's all nappy and shit and just fucking frizzy and unkempt and she's got this mustache and shit.
Sweet. She sounds very charming.
It's either that or we could spend our money on
smaller boobs than you
because
she's like super crackhead skinny.
Nice.
We could either do that or Missy, you and I could go in for like a pair of vibrating panties with dual remotes.
Oh, that would be fun.
And then just throughout the day, we just randomly go, you know what I'm thinking about Ariana? And there should be like a little indicator for when Missy's already doing or I'm already doing it. In the meantime, Ariana's just like, oh God, what the fuck's wrong with
No, I got this. One of us, we both have the remote. One of us vibrates her vagina. The other one vibrates her asshole.
Sweet. Perfect.
So it'd be like,
it's all Bluetooth hooked in through her phone and shit.
That'd be so
Some
fun.
hacker
Awesome.
finds it and it's just like, bitch, I'm going to have fun with this.
We'd
And
be
then
out
I would
in
like
public.
take them on at night, and I would just hear them fucking vibrating all night. I'm like, God damn it, you guys!
we would be
Or she
we
leaves
would
it.
be someplace like reading stories to children, you know.
Oh, yeah.
So,
My big black hawk.
I'm thinking, you know what the other thing would be great? Hook it up to our alarm clock in the morning.
oh, dude, no, they have an alarm clock like that. I swear to God, they do.
They
I
do,
watched
yeah,
this girl
it was
review
like a
it.
dildo. It's an
Yeah.
actual thing that you put inside of you, I think.
I thought it was, but I don't think it is. Like, because the girl thought it was too, because I was so disappointed that you don't put it inside you. You put it in your underwear. But then, because I think some of the times it did not wake her up because it's not so vibrating.
Like having a wet dream.
Like it vibrates and it starts off small and then it just gets like, it just goes and prolongs and gets more and more intense. But like, you have, like when she went to try it out, because like she was always late to work, I think is what it was. So she went to try it out, and she gave herself like a couple week period or something, like where she was using that along with the alarm clock so she could get herself adjusted to waking up to something like that. And as it turned out, like it did not wake her up, but she was like a really heavy sleeper and she had problems waking up to her alarm clock. But I think as it turned out, she was either late just as often, or she woke up some of the times even more late than she normally would have.
It's because it was massaging her and giving her like wet dreams.
She was having wet dreams, yeah.
Right. I feel like I'd be like, I want to stay asleep. Dude, you know what? This is way off topic, but I remembered that I wanted to tell you guys this. Because Logan, I forget what he was doing. Like, he was like having issues where he had diarrhea or something. It was actually really funny. Because he was like, it's just the way he does things and the way he says it. He was like, because I asked him how, like if he slept good, and he was like, yeah, I like slept pretty good. He was like, I woke up at like 5 a.m. and thought I had to fart, and then I realized it wasn't going to be a fart, so I tried to sleep it off. I was like, this kid is fucking genius.
And this is how
I wake up having to pee, and I just try to go back to sleep and sleep that off. He's like next level. He is so secure in his fucking colon and bowels. He's like, this is going to be diarrhea, but I can sleep this off.
Someday he's just gonna shit the bed. How old is he now? Give it like 20, 30.
Dude, that's
give it like 30 years.
Waking
He's just gonna
up
shit
and
the
having
bed.
to poop.
Oh, it's the fucking worst because it's like immediate. It's not like, oh, I'm gonna have to poop here soon. It's like, oh god, and you gotta get up and run to the bathroom like fucking now.
It's like 3 o'clock in the morning.
Not
and you're
cool.
like, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit.
Right? And
You're
then
like half.
And then
that
becomes your fucking schedule. Like, oh, it's my 3 o'clock poop again. Like, I fucking hate that.
Fuck
Did
that
you say
drink.
poop again?
Poop again.
Poop again.
It's poop again. He called the shit poop.
So I'm going to change our last beer review to a 3.5 because I think this one's a 4.
Oh, yeah.
And I don't think they're equal.
I really like the other one better. I feel like I would call this one a 3.5.
So I'm gonna go with a 3 on this one.
Gay.
This one has more flavor to it.
It does have more flavor. I just think the other one, I love how sweet it is without it being too sweet.
So I got bitter, light, and heady. What else did you guys add to that?
Pretzely.
Pretzely.
Wheat.
I didn't get pretzely, but I did get the wheat.
Yeah.
It just reminded me of like a pretzel beer.
Wheat.
I don't know. I've had like a lot of Kolsch's, but they're like flavored Kolsch's and shit, so not just a straight one, you know.
Yeah. It's pretty. I liked it.
What was it? I had a watermelon Kolsch last year that was by Warped Wing. That was way, way more potent than that guy was. That one was almost like a sour Kolsch, so. But it's a good normal beer.
Righto.
I'll take it. I mean,
I dig.
if I was to, like I said, if I was to sit down to a nice big heavy steak dinner, that, celebrating some awesome kind of a week or something awesome, that would be one that I would take. Definitely for that.